Ayan, hello. Ayan, good evening people, everyone na nakikinig, nanonood ngayon. First of all, sorry for the inconvenience kasi we had trouble in terms of the link kasi it's our first time using this platform. So, sa mga, if may mga friends kayo na hindi pa na-receive yung bagong link sa kanilang email, you can share the link na ng stream na ito to them. Okay. So, thank you very much guys for bearing with us. We're very sorry once again. We apologize. Ayan. So we'll start in siguro a few minutes. So good evening everyone. So siguro let's start na para and if wala pa yung friends nyo, you can still invite them to join us today. So good evening everyone and welcome to NFJPIA Western Mindanao Council's first webinar series Excel Essentials, where we bring you important and essential Excel functions, especially helpful in the accounting field. So I am Alan Mar Arlim, Regional Vice President for Academics, and I warmly welcome you all to our session. So tonight we'll be learning how to analyze data with pivot tables together with our extraordinary speaker. So sino kaya yun, Char? Before anything else, I would like to remind everyone to please refrain from chatting unnecessary and inappropriate remarks in the comment section. You may only do so later on if you have queries or requests regarding the webinar or to ask questions later on in our question and answer portion after the discussion. Ayan. So, are you guys ready now to check if you're with me? Please type in yes in the comment section. Magparamdam kayo guys if nandito kayo. Yan, I want to see comments. So ayan, it seems everyone is ready na and nandito na nga sila lahat. Hello, good evening. Hello po Kuya Nala. Hindi ako si Nala, Char. Hello, yes, yes. O ayan. So it seems madami na and ready na ang lahat. So ayan. But before we begin, para ma-excite muna tayong lahat and ma-enjoy, let's have a little fun. So we prepared a mini game for you guys. And syempre, may premyo, di ba? So everyone, of course, yung nandito sa live stream is free to join. So, paano nga ba yung game? How does the game work? To clear it up and lead you through it, let me call our game master, John Sarmago, our very own Regional Vice President for Audit. John, you may take the stage now.
So, what's up, what's down, everyone? Mayong gabi, buenas noches, magandang gabi, good evening. I am John Philip D. Sarmago, and I am the NFGP Western Mindanao Council RVP Audit, and I will be the game moderator for this session. We have prepared for you some questions relating to this week's topic and the Western Mindanao Council. So sit tight and be bright. So first, I would like to ask you if you can go to the website kahoot.com. Kahoot.com. and enter the pin shown on the screen. Okay, guys, please go to the website kahoot.com and enter the pin shown on the screen. So we will be giving prizes to those who will win our little game. So please do participate. This will be fun, guys, and challenging for your part. I encourage you to join our game. Okay, so if possible, guys, please state your real name so that we can recognize you for the presentation of the prizes. Okay, now we have 10 players. KD, Aryan, Mimiao, Dodi, Sawaya, Mila, Dayang, Andrea, Nabila, AJVL, and Wanda. 13 all in all. So we will be starting in a few moments for when we have more players. Okay, we have 16 players already, 17, 18, 19. Okay, we have 20 players now.
Hello guys, once again would like to remind everyone to please use your real names. What if manalo kayo tapos di kayo mabigyan ng prize la? So please use your real names in the game. Ayan, para ma-recognize namin kayo.
Okay, now we have 23 players. Thank you guys for being so responsive and participative. Okay, 25 players. Okay, 28 players. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So for when we reach 35 players, then we'll start the game. Okay, 33 players. Wow, the numbers are climbing up fast. 34 and 35. So first, I will explain first the mechanics of the game. To make this brain teaser more fun, we will be handing out prizes to the winners. But first, let me explain first the mechanics of the game. Kahoot is a platform used for the purpose of making online quizzes more challenging and fun. I will read first the question, and then the choices will be displayed at your screen in certain colors. Be reminded, be reminded that there will be a timer per question. And now here comes the challenging part. Your score will not only matter as to how many correct answers you got, but also how fast you click the answers. So please be careful in choosing your answers. After each question, a podium will be shown tallying your scores. So guys, are you ready? Please do type in the comment section if you're ready. Okay, now we will be starting our Kahoot game. So for our first question, what is the full name of our guest speaker today? Please select the color of your choosing. Okay, only two got the correct answers, and those are okay. So I'm sorry because we're having some technical difficulties on our part because our YouTube live is delayed. I'm very sorry, and we take full responsibility for that. Okay, so for a while, guys, we'll be fixing the technical difficulty on our side. So, okay, guys, we're very sorry for the technical difficulties that we're experiencing. We'll be right back. We'll be continuing our quiz right after a short break.
Ayan, hello. So, we are very sorry guys. Ayan, once again, it's our first time using this platform and I hope you bear with us. So, we'll be fixing it right away naman. So, sorry talaga. Ayan. So, so right now they're still fixing it. So, please bear with us. Ayan. So, kumusta naman kayo lahat, guys? How's everyone doing? Uh, I hope you're all doing well despite ngayon, yung situation ngayon. Guys, if you still haven't watched, please do watch our accounting basically series featuring Nala Nalaners. Ayan, free endorsement. And don't forget, syempre, to subscribe to Sir AJ. Ayan, if you want quality accounting content, Sir AJ is the right guy for you. 'Di ba? So, it seems maraming excited to see Sir AJ. Ayan, okay na pala. Okay na ang kahot.
Okay, guys, I'm very sorry for the technical difficulty that we have experienced. We're sorry for inconveniencing you, and we have a new pins um, presented on the screen. So please join again, and please do indicate your real name so as we can recognize you more easier. More easy. Okay, we will be waiting for you guys to join our game. We are very sorry for the technical inconvenience that we have caused because this is our first time conducting such, and thank you for your tender. Okay, now the numbers are going up fast. Thank you. Please go to the kahoot.com and enter the game pin 245419. Please do indicate your real name so as we can recognize you for the presentation of the prizes to our winners. Okay, guys, I think we have reached again our base or quota. We have reached 37 players. So I think we can already start the game. But first, I will explain again the mechanics of the game. So, Kahoot is a platform used for the purpose of making online quizzes more fun, challenging. I will read the questions first, and then the choices will be displayed at the screen in certain colors. Be reminded that there will be a timer per question. So, here comes the challenging part. Your score will not only matter on how many correct answers you got, but also how fast you click the answers. So, please be careful in choosing your answer. Then, after each question, a podium will be shown tallying your scores. So, are you guys ready? Okay, so I will ask first in the comment section if you guys are ready so that the technical difficulty won't happen again. So please type ready or yes at the comment section. Okay, thank you, Nabila Arcelia. Okay, ready? Five people are ready. Thank you guys for being participative again. Once again, please follow us on all our social media accounts. You can go to our Facebook site and see our social media accounts there. Okay, it seems everyone is gunning for the prizes. So can we start already? Okay, let's go. For the first question, full name of the guest speaker today. Is it red, Sir AJ L. Cresmundo, blue, AJ L. Cresmundo, yellow, Army J. L. Cresmundo, and green, di ko alam. It's okay, we have set the timer to 90 so that everyone can participate and answer in due time. Okay, guys, there's no need to rush. We have set the timer at 90 seconds so that everyone can participate, even though there are delays. So, thank you. Okay, 50 seconds more. Okay, I think we have given the answers already last time when we had our technical difficulties, so you should be able to answer this. Go, guys. 30 seconds more. Is it once again Sir AJ El Cresmundo, blue AJ El Cresmundo, yellow Army J El Cresmundo, and green di ko alam? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer was color yellow. Congratulations to the 39 participants who got the correct answer. So, okay, let us see your scores at the podium. So, very good, Mr. Patrick, for garnering a score of 981, Angelica for 956, and Wivelin for 945. Okay, now let's proceed to the next question. Okay, for the second question. What's the name of the narrator's character in Accounting Basically series? Let me repeat. What's the name of the narrator's character in Accounting Basically series? Hey guys, sorry again for we're having a technical difficulties. We're not yet fully ready pa pala for conducting this game because we thought that once we edit the timer for the question, then it would go generalize all the timer for every other questions.
Hello guys, again, ilang sorry na nasabi ko. Okay, we are again very sorry. Ayan, nagka-problema na naman sa game. So we'll try to fix it siguro later na lang, after ng webinar na lang yung game. So first, let's proceed na muna sa webinar and then maya na yung games para may thrill and ma-excite kayo, Char. Okay. Now, let's proceed to business. For those who are not familiar with our speaker, he's an accounting professor at Ateneo de Zamboanga University and is a part-time reviewer in Zampen CPA Review Center. He finished Bachelor of Science in Accountancy with a distinction magna cum laude in 2010 and Master of Science in Accountancy in 2018. He has received awards for leadership, service, and academic competitions. A teacher in profession, yet a friend by heart. Let us all welcome Sir AJ, Mr. Army J. Cresmundo. Yan, virtual claps, everyone, for Sir AJ. Hello, sir. Good evening. Sir, naka-mute po ata yung mic niyo.
Oh my God.
Ayan,
Thank you very
ayan.
much, Alan.
So, sige, sir, parang it seems that they're all excited to, ayan, let's go daw, sige. So, ready na ba tayo, sir, to start?
Yes, I hope na ready na rin ang ating mga participants, no? So, thank you very much, Alan, for that very generous introduction. Okay, so sabi ni Alan, tulad ng sabi ni Alan, so I'm a teacher in Ateneo de Zamboanga University. So, I've been teaching for 8 years now. And it is my passion to teach students different things, in accounting and now in MS Excel. So I hope, guys, that you are now ready to participate in our webinar. So for our webinar, I want you to, if you have a, um, if you have a desktop with you right now, you may follow me or follow my instructions while I try to teach you how to do pivot table in MS Excel. Okay? So we will start. And if you have questions, you may type your questions sa ating comment box. Our students will acknowledge your question. Okay, so wait lang, I'm share screening. Okay, so okay na ba yung tama na ba yung na-share screen ko? Okay. So, our topic for today, guys, tulad ng sinabi ni Alan, we will have 4 weeks of Excel Essentials. And for this week, we will be talking about pivot tables. So, we will analyze data with pivot tables. So, before we go to the Excel file that we sent you, okay, so let's first discuss the basic concepts of pivot tables. So pivot tables are the most powerful feature in Excel. With a pivot table, you can easily summarize 500,000 rows of data with a few mouse clicks. You can drill down to see more detail or pivot the report to get another view of the data. Pivot tables allow you to group, compare, contrast, and start seeing patterns. Okay? So if you have a data set na sobrang daming rows at sobrang daming columns, it is not advisable for you to do it manually in summarizing the data. So pivot table is a very powerful tool to summarize this data for you. So when setting up the original pivot table, you make several decisions. What summary function to use, which columns the summary function is applied to, and which columns these computations are tabulated with. So mamaya i-explain ko sa inyo ano yung mga summary function. Pero basically, the summary functions that you can use are pwedeng sum or yung total, pwedeng count when you want to count data, pwede ring average, and many others. And then you can decide what row and what column to tabulate in your data. Okay? And pivot tables are perfect for cross-tabulating one set of data in your data list with another. For example, you can create a pivot table from an employee database table that totals the salaries for each job category. Tapos hindi lang yon, cross-tabulated or arranged by department or location. So, ang maganda sa pivot table is you can work around and play around with your data using different rows and columns and cross-tabulation. So, we will now transport to MS Excel and I will teach you how to create pivot table from there. So, I hope that sa lahat ng mga merong laptop ngayon, we sent you this file. I hope you can open it in your laptops. Sa lahat ng mga merong file, please comment kung you have opened this file already. Okay. So, sa lahat ng mga may file, you can open this file sa inyong laptop or sa inyong desktop if ever. You can just split your screen maybe or yon. And then for the others naman na walang file kasi kakanood nyo lang ng live, you were not able to register, okay lang din yon. We will still send you the files later para siguro ma-practice nyo lahat ng mga ituturo ko. Okay. So we have this data here. So kung mapapansin nyo, we have a list of repeating names, group names, no? So may mga Buttersworth, Marleyville, ganyan. Tapos may sales at saka may cost na columns, okay? So if you observe, medyo marami to, no? Mga ilan kaya sila? So medyo marami, around mga 300 rows. In real life, konti pa lang to, guys. So in real life, when you work in the future and work with data, normally, yung mga Excel files nyo or yung mga data worksheets nyo are around thousands of files, no? So, yun. It's very important that you know pivot table. So, the instruction here is, using a pivot table, count how many times each group name appears in the list. Keep pivot table in this tab. Okay, so ika-count down natin. So, kung ilang beses na lumabas yung Buttersworth, ilang beses yung Marleyville, etc. Okay. So, normally guys, if you do not know how to use pivot table, normally what you will do is you will just count the number of data na lumalabas. So, for example, kapag wala kang alam sa pivot, what you will do is you will copy this name. So for example, i-copy natin yung Buttersworth, Control C. And then for example, ipe-paste natin siya dito, Control V. Okay? And then normally you will just use the function count, no? So how do we use the function count? So if you press equal sa MS Excel, ibig sabihin nun, you're using a function. So when you use a function, for example, count if, count. Pero dahil meron tayong rule or meron tayong condition ng count, ika-count niya lang lahat ng Buttersworth, we will not use the normal function count, but we will use count if. Ayan. So count if. And then, open parentheses. If you will observe sa baba, meron dyan range, saan mo ika-count, and yung criteria, kung ano yung ika-count. So the range is, let's just select the whole column of E, and then comma, for the criteria, that would be count all Buttersworth. Ayan. And then click enter. So if you do that, kinount niya yung Buttersworth, 32 times daw na lumabas yung Buttersworth ko. Okay? So normally, ginagawa nyo to, for example, if you have a list of students' name, tapos nag-register sila, for example, or nag-member sila ng JPIA, tapos sinabi sa inyo ng president, can you count lahat ng second year or can you count lahat ng first year? Pwede nyo yun gawin using count if. Okay? Pero ang problem lang sa count if is gagawin mo siya for every different group name. So gagawin mo na naman siya for Marleyville T. So for Marleyville T, for example, control copy naman natin. Control C and then control V. Yan. Okay? And then dahil same lang yung formula niya sa taas, let's just drag and drop it. Ayan. So, kinount niya naging 25. Ang problem lang dito is, gagawin mo siya for every unique name ng group. So, gagawin mo siya for postcards, gagawin mo siya for examineers, gagawin mo siya for fast. So, maraming trabahong gagawin. Where in fact, meron naman tayong pivot table na as one lang natin siya gagawin. So how do we do that? So how do we create pivot table? Very simple, guys. You just select any cell sa inyong data. So somewhere here, you just select anywhere there and then go to insert and then just click this pivot table. Sa mga may laptop na Windows ang OS, the shortcut for pivot table is Alt, N as in Nala, V as in Victory, T as in Tatay. So Alt, N, V, T. So kung gusto niyo ng shortcut, that's Alt, N, V, T. Pero pag ayaw niyo ng shortcut, just go to Insert and then click Pivot Table. So when you click that, yan, may lalabas na ganitong dialog box. So first, we select a table or range. You select the range of your data. So you just click this parang square sa side niya para makita mo kung ano yung data na sinelect mo. And then you select your whole data. Okay, so select natin hanggang sa pinakababa. Ayan. So that's E1 hanggang G312. Okay? So if you have external data source, for example, nang galing sa MS Access or sa iba pang source, you click this. Pero tayo, dahil nandito na sa Excel, we click the select a table or range. And then choose where to place the pivot table. You can choose to put it in a new worksheet. Pag new worksheet, gagawa siya ng bagong worksheet dito. Pero you can just use existing worksheet. So just click existing worksheet and then click again yung arrow sa side para i-select mo saan mo gustong makita yung iyong pivot table. So for example, ako I want to put it here malapit sa ating data. So sa I5 ko siya ilalagay. So when you do that, so click OK. Ayan. So lalabas po yung parang ganito. Okay? So it's a table with rows and then columns and then values. Dito sa side, meron kayong makikitang parang dialog box ng pivot table. Apat po ang boxes dyan. Meron tayo filters. We will talk about filters later. These are your columns, these are your rows, and these are your values. So gusto nating rows is yung group name. So we just click yung group name dun sa mga fields. So and then idadrag lang natin siya papunta sa row. Pwede nyo rin siyang i-drag papunta dito, no? So yan, so lumabas na po yung mga group name, Buttersworth, Creepylada, Examineers, Fast, Hehehe, Hula Hoopers, Jokes Are Us, Marleyville, etc. And then sa values, dyan na natin ilalagay kung isa-sum or ika-count or whatever. So since ika-count lang natin, ang values natin is idadrag din natin ulit yung group name dito sa values. So when we drag the group name sa values, automatic ika-count niya yan. Ayan. So nung kinount niya, ang Buttersworth daw 32, ang Creepylada 20, Examineers 34, etc. So, if we observe, nung gumawa tayo ng count if, 32 din yung nakuha natin. And then, yung Marleyville, 25 din. Okay? So, tama yung count if. Pero, mas okay ang pivot table kasi you don't need to do it one by one. Okay? So, we can also include, for example, we want the total sales for each group name. So, you just drag the sales dun sa values. Ayan. So, nilagay niya na dyan yung total sales per group name. So, for Buttersworth, meron siyang 375,200. Sir, I want to format this number kasi walang comma, ganun. So if you want to do that, you just click dito sa I button sa side ng sum of sales. And then click this one here, number. And then choose the format that you want. So for example, you choose number, yung merong use 1,000 separator or yung comma. And click OK. Click OK. Ayan. So, nagkaroon na siya ng magandang format. Okay? So, for example, I want to include the total expenses or cost per group. So, you just drag the cost dun ulit sa values. And then, lalabas na rin po yung sum ng mga cost. Again, if you want to format this, just click dun sa I button sa side ng sum of cost. And then, click number. And then click yung format na gusto nyo, number. Pwede rin currency, kung gusto nyo, accounting. Meron dyan mga different formats. Pero okay na sa atin yung number. And then check use 1,000 separator. Okay. So yan. So, now, what if, sir, I want to arrange the groups by highest count? So, pag by highest count, you just click somewhere sa column ng count of group names. So, kunwari dito. And then you go to data and then click sort. And then you click this arrow here. You highlight all the data that you want to sort. Pag from highest to lowest, just click descending. Okay? So when I do that, so nauna na yung highest, si Postcard Store, 42, followed by Randall's Road Shack, 37. Okay? So that's how you create pivot tables. Okay? So before we proceed to the next, if you have questions, you may comment sa ating chat box, or if you have clarifications, you may also comment sa chat box. I will be waiting mga around 30 seconds. If okay na, you just type din na move na tayo sa second exam. Okay. So, meron bang questions or clarifications? Paano daw po ulit ang sort? Okay. So, for sort, you just select the data that you want to sort. For example, ito. So, ito yung gusto nating i-sort. You just go to data. Sorry. So, select anywhere dito sa column. So, for example, you just select here and then click data and then click sort. So, and then you click the arrow here and then you select the whole data that you want to sort. Yan. Tapos kayo na bahala kung gusto nyo ascending or descending. So for example, ascending naman from lowest to highest. Click OK. Ayan. So nag-sort na siya by count. Okay? So did I answer your question? Okay. So sorry, I cannot while I'm screen sharing kasi I cannot see the chat box, no. So we will be improving in the next webinar, guys. We will become better sa next week sa next Sunday. Okay? So for now, siguro i-reserve na lang natin yung questions later para as one na lang. I will answer them after the whole discussion. Let's proceed to the second example. Okay? So yung second example is we will use another summary. So kanina kasi yung summary count lang, no? Pero meron naman tayong ginawang iba pa. Okay? So now in the second example, so there are 3 segments that all groups are put into. Meron tayong big, medium, and small. Using a pivot table, create a table displaying revenue for each segment. So very easy, guys, kasi tinuro ko na kanina. So you just select anywhere in your data and then insert pivot table. Yan. And then select the range of data that you have. Double check nyo lang. Ayan. So tingnan nyo dito, guys. Meron siyang grand total. Meron siyang grand total. Make sure na hindi to kasali. Kasi pag sinali nyo yung grand total, bibilangin niya yan as one row or another data. So, kailangan hindi siya kasali kasi bibilangan niya yan. Okay? So, hanggang 100 lang. So, change natin. Gawin natin hanggang 100. Okay? So, make sure ha, pag may mga grand total, hindi po kasali yung grand total. Okay? By the way, I forgot to mention, dapat pala before kayo mag-pivot table, dapat malinis yung data nyo, no? Walang mga blank or walang mga iba-iba yung formatting or maayos, walang masyadong mga typo error, ganun. So, clean your data first before doing the pivot table. Pero pag galing to sa isang database, malinis naman yung data. Okay, for example, we will use new worksheet this time. Sige, new worksheet. So when you click new worksheet, ayan, so lalabas ang bagong worksheet. Ayan. So, sa row natin, we want that the group segment will be shown as your rows. So drag it sa row. And then we want the revenue to be our values. Yan. So, dahil pangit siya tingnan, walang mga comma. So, click yung I button and then click number and then click yung format na gusto natin or yung number. Yan. So, better na yung format ng numbers. And then sa expenses naman, Yan. So, click ulit yung I button and then do the format again. Yan. Okay? So, better na siya. So, ganun lang kadali, guys. For big, the revenue is 101,879. And for small, as for medium, the revenue is 178,636.93. And for small, that's 314,626 for a total of 595,142. And these are the expenses. Okay? So now maybe you have a question. Sir, gusto ng supervisor ko makita yung list ng mga big na revenue. So ano ba yung mga nagko-comprise ng 101,879.46? So ganun kadali lang din sa BFOT table, guys. Pag gusto nyo ng makita yung list ng 101,879, you just double click it. So try natin. For example, I will double click. Ayan. So lumabas in a new worksheet lahat ng mga revenue ng big. So ang total revenue niya ay 101,879. Okay? So yun. So kunwari balik tayo doon. Kunwari gusto mo naman ipakita yung list ng mga medium. So double click mo lang din yung 178. Yan. Tapos ipapakita niya na yung listahan ng lahat ng revenue ng medium. Okay? And you can do it even kahit sa small. Yan. So yun. So very helpful talaga, guys, ang pivot table. Madali siyang gawin at madali rin siyang i-analyze. Okay? So what if meron na tayong columns? Sir, we want to put columns kasi this time wala pa tayong columns, no? Yung values itself, yun na yung columns. So let's go to example number 3. So for example number 3, meron tayong group segment, meron tayong revenue, meron tayong expenses, at meron tayong months, member months, kung kailan siya siguro ginastos, no? Okay. So, for example, we create a pivot table using the months as the column. So, very easy. You just go anywhere sa data mo and then click insert and then click pivot table. Okay? So, make sure lang na na-highlight niya yung buong data set. Okay? So, tama naman. And then, siguro new worksheet na lang, no? Para hindi na magulo dito. So, click OK. Yan. So, you will be redirected dito sa bagong table na pivot table. And then, yung group segment, drag it sa rows. Tapos, yung revenue as values. And yung expenses as values. Tapos, gusto natin siya i-classify into months, no? So, yung member months, i-drag natin sa columns. So, if you will observe, guys, ito po yung lumabas. So, we have the revenue first. So, meron tayo dyan January, February, March, June, April, May. And then, meron tayong expenses, January, February, March, June, April, May. Okay? So, sir, bakit nauna yung revenue at expense before sa mga month? Kasi tingnan nyo dito sa pivot table field, nasa taas yung values, yung revenue at expense, tapos nasa baba yung months. Pero pwede mo siya i-edit. What if gusto ko, sir, months muna, tapos sa baba yung revenue at expense. So, to do that, ilalagay mo lang sa taas yung member months. Okay, ilalagay mo siya sa taas ng values. So pag nilagay mo yung member months sa taas ng values, ito na yung lumabas. So January muna, tapos revenue and expense, tapos February, tapos revenue at expense, and then March, revenue and expense, then June, revenue and expense, April, May. Yan. And then the total. Okay? Sir, meron akong trust issues. I don't trust na totoo yan. So, i-double click. For example, i-double click natin to. Tingnan natin kung January to lahat. Ayan. So, January nga talaga siya. So, okay. Let's try another. Try natin yung February. Ayan. So, February nga siya. Okay? So, that is how you use columns. Okay? Again, if you have questions, guys, you just type sa comment box so that we can acknowledge these questions later. Okay? We go to our last example. So for our last example, we will use filters. So meron na tayong subdivision, group segment, revenue expense, service month, and paid month. Okay? So sabi dito, make a pivot table of expenses by service month and paid month for just the big group segment. So gusto niya lang daw big lang. If ganito yung gustong gawin mo, you will use the filter. Okay? So, to do that, let's select somewhere in your data and then insert pivot table. Okay? So, make sure your data is correct. Okay? So, naka-highlight naman lahat ng data. And then, let's just use another new worksheet. So, we will be redirected here. So, kunwari, big lang kasi, 'di ba? Gusto natin yung big lang. So, yung group segment, yun yung idadrag natin papunta sa filters. Kasi yan yung big, medium, small. Okay? So, pag nilagay nyo yan dyan, meron kayong makikita dito sa taas, group segment all. Yan yung pwedeng i-filter. I will show you later how it works. Yung row, kunwari, gusto natin yung row, yung subdivision. Yan. And then, gusto natin yung revenue. Expenses lang pala, no? Expenses as our values. And then, gusto natin na yung service month, yung column natin. So, yan. So, ito yung mga expenses mo sa January, 1,554. For February, March, April, May. Yan. Para to sa lahat. Now, we want to show yung sa big group segment only. So we just go here sa filter and then click the arrow and then may lalabas dyan parang dialog box. You just uncheck yung select all tapos i-check mo lang yung big. Yan. So ang lalabas lang po is yung mga big lang, hindi na yung iba. So try natin, no? Double check natin, double click natin any data. So kunwari itong January. Yeah. So, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayo dyan, big lang siya. Tapos yung service month niya, January nga. Sir, what if I want to make a same or similar table, pero paid month naman yung column ko? So, you just copy this. So, i-highlight nyo lang yung buong pivot table. Tapos, i-copy nyo siya. Control-C. And then Control V. Yan. So nag-paste tayo ng bagong pivot table. Palitan lang natin yung column from service month, gawin nating paid month. So we just delete this service month, remove field, and then drag yung paid month dito sa columns. Okay? So, if you observe, we have the same table pero different yung column. Kanina, service month, ngayon, paid month. Okay. So, ganun lang kadali mag-Control C at Control V sa ating pivot table. Lastly, sir, gusto ko malaman kung yung mga ginamit namin during these months, binayaran ba on the same month or kailan siya binayaran, sir? Matagal ba bago magbayad? So if that is the case, what we want is we want to cross-tabulate service month and paid month. So if you want to do that, you just copy again this pivot table, Control C, and then Control V. Tapos, gusto natin na yung rows is yung service month. So, we just delete yung row na subdivision, remove field, and then we add service month as our rows. So, if you will observe, guys, eto na po yung ating bagong pivot table. So, meron tayo yung mga ginamit nung January, tapos binayaran din nung January, that's 2,204. Meron ba sobrang late yung payment? Parang wala naman. Lahat ng mga January up to February lang siya nababayaran. So maganda to for accruals or for monitoring your payments, no? Kung meron kang mga nadidelay. Sir, wala, may trust issue ako, hindi ako naniniwala. So i-double click natin to, tingnan natin kung totoo. Ayan, so kung mapapansin nyo, lahat nun, service month is January, paid month is also January. Pero take note, lahat lang yan big. Kasi naka-filter siya into big. Sir, try natin iba, sir. Okay, try natin yung April na binayaran nung May. Ito, 1,302. Double click. Ayan. Service month is April, paid month is May. So, tama, no? So, that's how you do pivot table. Again, if you have question, guys, just comment and then we will answer that later. So last na lang, bago tayo mag-end, I will teach you how to insert charts. So for example, gusto natin gawan ng chart itong sum of expenses ng service month. So just click anywhere sa pivot table mo. And then go to pivot table analyze. And then click pivot chart. Ayan. And then select the table na gusto nyong gawan ng pivot. So kunwari ito. Okay. And then let's just do new worksheet. So again, ayan. So i-highlight lang natin lahat. Pwede na ba? Ayaw niya pa rin. Let's try doing yung kaninang example. Go to pivot table analyze, sorry. And then go to pivot chart. Okay. We highlight everything. If you are changing the name of okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let's try yung sa example 1. Kasi medyo isang column lang. So, yan. So, to build a pivot chart, choose the fields from the pivot chart list. So, kunwari, yung group segment, yung x-axis. Tapos, yung value ay ang sum of revenue at yung sum of expenses. So gagawa siya ng chart para sa'yo. Blue is the revenue and orange is for the expenses. So to format this chart, you just click the chart and then click format. Ayan. So pwede mong palitan ng colors. Yan, yung mga outline, yung mga shape fill, ganun. And then when you want to change chart type, pwede rin. So kunwari yung design, pwede kayo mag-add ng chart element, pwede kayo mag-change ng chart type, pwede nyo siyang gawing pie chart or line graph. Okay, so pwede yun. Okay, so lastly guys, but for this last last thing that I will teach you, we need to save this as a XLSX file. Kasi yung XLS, if you will observe, may lalabas dyan na compatibility mode. Hindi kasi ito nag-work sa mga lower versions. So, isi-save as muna natin siya as the newer version ng Excel. So, to do that, let's go to File, Save As. So, kunwari, I will save it as pivot results. Okay? And then, sa file format, make sure ito yung piliin nyo, yung XLSX. Okay? And then, click Save. Okay? Tapos, i-exit nyo siya. And then, open your file. Okay? So, when you open your file, XLSX file na siya. Nawala na yung compatibility mo. Okay? So, we go back dun sa example natin kanina, guys. I will teach you the last topic. When you select here, and then, pwede naman tayo mag-filter dito. No? Kunwari sa service month, gusto ko January lang. Pwede naman yun. Or dito sa subdivision, gusto ko hindi lahat, no? Or dito sa filter, gusto ko big, medium, or small, or lahat. Pwede naman yun. Pero one thing about pivot table is meron tayong bagong function, yung insert slicer. So when you select anywhere sa data, you go to pivot table analyze, and then insert slicer. Tapos you choose anong gusto mong mga i-filter. So, kunwari, we want subdivision, group segment, service month, paid month. Okay? And then click OK. Pag ginawa nyo yan, may lalabas po na parang ganito. Pwede nyo siyang i-move. Dito na lang, kunwari. So this works as your filtering. No? So kunwari, I want to filter by group segment. Kunwari gusto ko medium lang ipakita. Pag i-click nyo ang medium dito sa slicer na to, ayan, nagbabago bigla yung pivot table. Ang pinakita niya na lang ay medium. Kunwari gusto ko small, ayan, so nag-change din siya. Pwede ring multiple, kunwari, big at small ang gusto ko. So you just click here, ito po, multi-select, and then you can select big and small. So now, lumabas na po yung big at small. You can further divide it by service month. Kunwari gusto ko January lang. Ayan, so January lang ang lumabas. Gusto ko February lang. Or gusto ko January tsaka February lang. Pwede mo rin siyang i-filter by subdivision. So very, very nice no yung slicer kasi madali mag-filter at mag-work around sa data. So, kunwari gusto ko ano lang, yung not more than 500 lang. Yan. Okay? Or gusto ko yung paid month January lang. Or February. So, yun. So you can use this, yung slicer. You can also format this slicers. Anong gusto nyo? May gusto kayong color. Yan. Or gusto nyo black and white. Yan. Okay? So I think that would be all for pivot table. If you have any questions, I am now ready to answer some of your queries or clarifications.
And so thank you very much, Sir AJ, for the very insightful and napaka-practical na discussion. And I hope yun nga, everyone really learned something, no? So now the floor is open for any questions or clarifications that you would like to ask Sir AJ. So if you have any, please do not hesitate to chat them now in the comment section. And we'll be also addressing yung kanina yung mga questions nila. Ayan. So, Studio Manager, ayan. So, tanong ni Mila Danica po, sir. Count of sales daw. Man, sir, sa akin, instead, sum of sales yung lumalabas.
Okay. So, pag count of sales yung lumalabas, ibig sabihin yung settings ng Excel mo, ang automatic na summary function ang na ginagawa niya is count, no? So, for you to change that, so I will share, pwede ba ako mag-share screen ulit lang?
Opo, opo.
So, for you to do that, kunwari sa first example, you just click this I button here and then you just choose kung anong gusto mo siya. So dito kasi count, 'di ba? So pwedeng sum, pwedeng average, pwedeng max, mean, or multiply, count numbers, etc. So pag revenue sa Mila, so kunwari sales, no? So i-click mo lang yung I button and then palitan mo lang. Piliin mo lang yung sum. Yan. So pwede ko siya gawing count. For sure, ganito yung lumalabas sa'yo. So, pag ganyan, just choose sum. Okay? So, okay ba yun
Okay.
mo? Okay ba yun, Mila? Did I answer your question?
Ayan, so a question from Nabila, sir. Paano po i-order ang month, sir? Nauna daw kasi yung June. Ha ha ha.
Okay. So, um, yun nga, no, automatic din sa Excel na depende siya kung paano siya lumabas sa data mo. So, for you to arrange that, you can just use the function sort. Yung tinuro ko sa simula. So, you can sort ascending or descending.
Okay, I hope that answered your question, Nabila. So, another question from Maureen. Saan daw ulit makita yung slicer?
Sa ano, Mau? When you click anywhere sa pivot table, you will see dun sa taas yung pivot table analyze. Okay, so I will share screen ulit. Di ba when we click sa pivot table, we have a tab here, pivot table analyze. And then meron dyan, insert slicer. Here, somewhere here sa gitna. Insert slice. Tapos piliin mo na kung anong gusto mo filtering na gusto. Group name, sales cost. Okay? So, dun, pivot table analyze.
Okay, next question, sir, from Maureen. Sir, addition lang po talaga ginagawa ng pivot tables?
No. Tulad nung pinakita ko kanina, you can do some average, mean, max. Kunwari, gusto mo yung, for example, you have a data na meron siyang range of grades, tapos gusto mo yung, kunwari, teacher ako, no, tapos I want to remove the lowest score. So, pwede yung minimum, maximum. Pwede ka rin gumawa ng formula actually. Yung multiply, mga ganun. So, maraming pwede. You just click yung I button sa side ng sa side nung summary function sa val.
So, itong question from Dayang Guevara, kung may recorded version po ba ng lecture tapos ma-view lang rin after the session?
Yes,
So,
I think
opo. Yes, you can
I
replay it
YouTube.
after ng live natin. You can view it again. Ayan, so meron pa bang ibang questions? Please type them now. So guys, no, if tapos na yung session natin, tapos na realize nyo may questions pala kayo, so you can still ask them, you can reach us, ayan, just PM us, NFJPIA Western Mindanao Council sa page namin. If you still have questions for Sir AJ. Ayan. So I think ayan, so may question dito po. Sir AJ from Gabriel De La Rosa. Sir, hindi po niya maklik insert slicer.
Tulad nung sinabi ko kanina, the file kasi is yung format kasi ng file .xls. Dapat para magamit natin yung slicer, ang file dapat natin xlsx. Yung dapat wala kang makikitang compatibility mode. So for you to do that, you save your file first, save as, tapos palitan mo yung format, tapos dapat yung extension ng file natin ay XLSX. Tapos, so i-close mo siya para ma-refresh and then open the file again, yung XLSX. So nawala na yung compatibility mode. So kung nawala na yung compatibility mode, you can now click or hindi na naka-gray yung insert slicer. Available kasi to siya sa newer versions lang ng Excel. Okay? So, hindi siya pwede dun sa dating file extension na XLS. So, yun.
Okay? Wala na bang questions, guys? Okay, shy. Just comment your questions. Ayan, it feels na wala na pong questions, sir. So, at this point, NFJPIA Western Mindanao Council, ayan, would like to present this certificate of appreciation to our dear speaker, Army J. Cresmundo, for imparting his valuable insights as the guest speaker of the webinar series Excel Essentials, first session with the topic Analyzing Data with Pivot Tables via YouTube Live this 2nd of August 2020. Signed, Melanie M. Manuel, CPA MBA, Jean Nicole F. Nitro. Melanie M. Manuel, CPA MBA, our regional advisor, of course. Jean Nicole F. Nitro, your regional council president, and Deza S. Muhammad, CPA, regional advisor, and regional non-academic advisor. Ayan. So thank you very much, Sir AJ, for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Alan. And again, guys, sorry sa mga technical difficulties. We will be better next week. No? So, bear with us lang kasi yun na nga, this is our first time. But I hope that you learned something important today. No? And if ever man hindi kayo nakasunod, a recorded video will be posted naman agad-agad dyan sa YouTube channel ko. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and sa channel na rin ng NFJPIA. We are working hand in hand with JPIAN to bring you new webinar series. Yan. So thank you guys. Thank you
Thank you,
Alan for the
sir. Thank you.
opportunity.
Okay, so now guys, since nagka-problema tayo sa game kanina, so we fixed it already and hopefully mag-work na siya ngayon. So, andyan pa ba kayo? Ready na ba sa pag-games namin? Ayan. I think competitive lahat ng tao ngayon. Okay, sige. Now, let's go back to our game. Let me call again our game master, John Sarmago. Go, John. Take the stage.
So hello guys, we're back. Thank you for listening and being participative for our session. So guys, are you ready for the continuing of the game? So please comment if you're ready. Just type yes or ready in the comment section. Okay guys, we have displayed again on the screen the pin. Please do indicate your real name so as we can recognize you for the presentation of the prizes. Okay guys, are you ready? Please join at kahoot.com and put the game pin 562474. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we have experienced earlier, but I guarantee you that the prize will be worth the wait. Okay, so let us just wait for when we get half of the total population of the viewers who are in our game. So okay, now we have 28 players already. Please do indicate your real name so as we can recognize you for the presentation of the prizes. Okay, now we have 33, 32. You can go to www.kahoot.id and put the game pin 562474. Okay, now we have reached 33 players, so I think we're ready to go. Okay, 35 and 36. Thank you for those who just recently joined our game. So I guarantee you that the prize will be worth the wait. Okay, we're reaching 40, 41 players, 42. Thank you for being participative and attentive to our game. So once again, we would like to encourage you to like our social media accounts, which can be found at our Facebook named NFJPO Western Mindanao Council. Okay, now we've reached 44 players. Let's wait for a while, then 45, 46. Thank you once again for listening to our session this week. Okay, I think we can already start since we already have 46 players. So once again, Kahoot Family and Friends Edition. For the first question, what is the full name of the guest speaker today? What is the full name of the guest speaker today? In red, Sir AJ El Cresmundo. In blue, AJ El Cresmundo. In yellow, Army J El Cresmundo. And in green, Di ko alam. Don't worry for the time limit, guys. We have adjusted it so that everyone can participate. And please do remember that your score will not only matter on how many correct answers you got, but also as to how fast you click your answers. Okay, I'm very sorry for the delay. We've adjusted already our timer so that everyone can participate. Thank you for your understanding. Okay, 30 seconds more until we present the answer. Okay, 18, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the correct answer was color yellow. Okay, for the scoreboard, we have won that first garnering 993 score, Gianna Banana at 991, and Rochelle at 990. So next, let us proceed to the second question. What's the name of the narrator's character in Accounting Basically series? Let's repeat. What's the name of the narrator's character in Accounting Basically series? Nala Nalanners for red, blue Nutella Nutellars, in yellow the accountant, and in green basta yung drawing. What's the name of the narrator's character in Accounting Basically series? In red, Nala Nalanners. In blue, Nutella Nutellars. In yellow, the accountant. And in green, basta yung drawing. Okay, a minute more to go. Okay, let me remind you once again, not only do you have to need to choose the correct answer, but also click the answer as soon as possible. Okay, thank you for answering. I think we have gathered already 43 correct answers. The color red, which is Nala Nalaners. So let us see the podium and who goes first. Okay, now we have a new tally. Angelica with a score of 1984 won that second in 1984 and Wivelin at 1983. Okay, thank you guys. I think we are ready to proceed to the next question. Okay, for the question 3. What's the name of this webinar series? Once again, what is the name of this webinar series? In red, Excel webinar. In blue, Excel essentials. In yellow, Excel essentials with a space. And in green, webinar series. Okay, in red, Excel webinar. In blue, Excel essentials. In yellow, Excel essentials with a space. And in green, webinar series. Okay, a minute more to go. Please don't worry if you have delays because we have adjusted our time limit so that everyone can participate in answer. Please be careful in choosing your answers because some questions are tricky. Once again, what's the name of this webinar series? Please choose the correct color. Okay, I think we're ready to see the scores. So we have 29 correct answers, which is the yellow Excel Essentials with a space. So for the tally in our scoreboard, so first we have Wivalin, who garnered 2,866 points. Next is Shan, 2,819 points. And third is Gianna Banana, 2,801 points. We also have Krisha, 2,780 points, and Dash, 2,754 points. Okay, now we are ready for the fourth question. Who is the current president of the NFJPU Western Mindanao Council? Once again, who is the current president of the NFJPU Western Mindanao Council? Who is the current president of the NFJPU Western Mindanao Council? Okay, for the blue, Jean Nicole Nitro. For the yellow, Jean Marie Nitro. And for the green, Nicole Jean Nitro. Once again, who is the current president of the NFJPU Western Mindanao Council? Press red if you think it's Jane Nicole Nitro. Press blue if you think it's Jean Nicole Nitro. Press yellow if you think it's Jean Marie Nitro. And press green if you think it's Nicole Jean Nitro. Okay, 30 seconds more. So 44 have already answered. Thank you once again for participating in our session this week. We would like to encourage you to please like and share our social media accounts. Okay, so 30% got the correct answer, which is the color blue, Jean Nicole Nitro. So let us see the tally of the scores. So we have a new leaderboard once again. So in first place, we have Shan, who have 3,692 score. Next is Gianna Banana, 3,664 score. Not so far behind is Dash, 3,654 score. And Mars, 3,544 score. And Princess de Guzman, 3,533. Okay, once again, let us proceed to the fifth question. Okay, for the question number 6. The topic for today's webinar is in red, look up; in blue, conditional formatting; in yellow, pivot tables; in green, bahala na, basta sumali ako. Okay, once again, the topic for today's webinar is look up in red, conditional formatting in blue, pivot tables in yellow, and in green, bahala na, basta sumali ako. Okay, thank you for participating once again. Please do be careful in choosing your answers. We will be awarding prizes that is worth the wait. Okay, very good everyone. To those who got the correct answer, which is yellow pivot table. So let us see the tally of the scores in the podium. Okay, we still have Sean in first place with 4,584 score. Next is Dash, 4,562, and Gianna Banana, 4,532 score. So let us proceed to the next question. Okay, JPIA stands for, once again, JPIA stands for, in red, Junior Philippine Institute of Accounting; in blue, Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants; in yellow, Juror Philippine Institute of Accountants, and in green, Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants. JPIANs stands for, in red, Junior Philippine Institute of Accounting. In blue, Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants. In yellow, Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants. And in green, Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants. Okay, 30 seconds more until we reveal your scores. Okay, the correct answer is color green, Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants. Congratulations to the 33 person who got the correct answer. So okay, we have a new leaderboard once again. We have Dash with 5,446 score, Mars 5,289 score, and Maria Kyla with 5,120 score. Okay, let's now proceed to the next question. Okay, name of the current federation of NFJPO Western Mindanao Council. What is the name of the current federation of NFJPO Western Mindanao Council? In red, Patayon. In blue, Padayon. In yellow, Padyon. In green, Pabayon. Okay, once again, name of the current federation of NFJPO Western Mindanao Council. In red, Patayon. In blue, Padayon. Okay, congratulations to the 42 person who got the correct answer, which is color blue, Padayon. Okay, for your scores. Okay, with still Dash in the leading, 6,350, Mars in second, 6,174, and John Mark on third, 5,947. Okay, now let's proceed to the next question. Okay, 48th question. How many sessions does our webinar have? Okay, how many sessions does our webinar have? In red, 4. In blue, 3. In yellow, 2. And in 5. In green, 5. Okay, once again, how many sessions does our webinar series have? In red, 4. In blue, 3. In yellow, 2. And in green, 5. Okay, 30 seconds more. And we have 42 already who have answered. How many sessions does this webinar have? Okay, 15 seconds more. Okay, congratulations to the 37 people who got the correct answer, red, which is number 4. Okay, for the tally of our scores, we still have Dash in first with 7,262, Mars in second, 7,070, and John Mark, who is on fire, 6,798. So let us proceed to the ninth question.
So, excuse me, John. Wait lang, break lang. Guys, kung sino mananalo top 3, ayan. So, para syempre, iwas scam tayo, ayan. So, if nanalo kayo ng top 3, please message our page with the screenshot of your screen. Syempre kasi lalabas yan, congrats, something, ganyan, di ba? So, if nanalo kayo, please message NFJPIA Western Mindanao Council with the screenshot of your screen, ayan. So, para we can verify na it's really you that won. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, have you heard our host? Okay, for the ninth question. Accounting basically first episode talks about in red, pass 1, in blue, accounting principles, in yellow, pass 2, and in green, conceptual framework. So once again, accounting basically first episode talks about what? In red, pass 1, in blue, accounting principles, in yellow, pass 2, and in green, conceptual framework. So once again, just a reminder to those who will win this brain teaser, so please screenshot your screen and send it to NFTP or Western Mindanao Council for the verification, and so that we can send to you your corresponding prize. So 30 seconds more and 37 have already answered. Counting basically first episode talks about what? Thank you for being participative and please be careful in choosing your answers. Okay, thank you everyone. We are nearing the end of our brain teaser. So let us first see the tally of your scores. So 22 people have correctly guessed the answer, which is conceptual framework in green. So for the tally of your scores, we have we still have Dash in first place, who has garnered 8,166 points, Mars 7,912 points, and Maria Kyla on third, 7,646 points. And now let us proceed to the final questions. Lastly, accounting basically second episode talks about what? In red, pass 1. In blue, accounting principles. In yellow, pass 2. And in green, conceptual framework. Once again, accounting basically second episode talks about what? In red, pass 1. In blue, accounting principles. In yellow, pass 2. And in green, conceptual framework. Okay, thank you guys for being participative at our game. Accounting basically second episode talks about what? Pass 1, accounting principles, pass 2, and conceptual framework. And we will be announcing our winner after this. So once again, thank you for participating for this week's webinar. We will be handing out your certificates and evaluation form after this. Okay, congratulations to the 18 people who got the correct answer, which is pass 1. Okay, let's go to the final tally of the scores. So, week 1 webinar quiz, the third placer is Angel. The second placer is Mars. And our champion, Dash. 10 out of 10, 9,068 score. So, for those who won, please do screenshot. Please snap a screenshot or a picture of that to display to verify that you are one of the top notchers. Thank you. We will please do PM NSGP or Western Mindanao Council so that we can properly send you your prize.
Okay guys, so ano ba yung prize? Bakit ba intense? Ano kaya yung prize guys? Ano sa tingin nyo? Sure. Pero wait lang guys. Again, we are sorry for the inconvenience. We'll try to make this webinar in the next session even better and faster. Ayan, wala lang delay. So, kasi nga, it's our first time using this. So, again, we are sorry. Next time, we'll make everything flow better. Ayan. So, ano nga ba yung prize daw? Studio manager, are we ready to show the prize? Ayan. So, ang top 3 mananalo ng Spotify Premium. So, guys, palakpakan sa mga nanalo. So, Spotify Premium of 1 month daw ang prize natin. Syempre, syempre, next webinar, it's, ano ba, it's even more exciting yung prize namin. Ayan. So, congratulations sa winners. Ay, malakas yung audio. I'm sorry. Okay. Congratulations to our winners. So, siguro, ayan, sa next sessions natin, please be ready. Kasi yung mga prizes natin will be premium accounts, ayan, computer software, and many more. So, please be ready sa next webinar session. Ayan. So next session we'll be doing it better na. And again, we're sorry for the inconvenience tonight. Okay. So thank you very much for bearing with us. Okay, sige. It seems nag-overtime tayo and wala pang nakadinner yung iba. So on behalf of NFJPIA Western Mindanao Council, I would like to thank everyone for participating in our first webinar session. Ayan, we truly hope that everyone enjoyed and learned a lot from this session. So don't miss out guys, our next session. It will be on August 9, 6 p.m. This time, si Sir AJ will be talking about looking up data with VLOOKUP. Ayan. So, reminder guys to everyone, your certificates and also your evaluation forms will be emailed to you after this session. So, please keep in touch with your emails. Reminding again, the winners, please do message our page with a screenshot of your winning screen. Ayan, para ma-verify namin na it's really you who won and ayan, may Spotify Premium ka na. So, next time, the prizes will be even better. So, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so that concludes our session for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. And again, this has been Alan Lim. So stay tuned and keep safe, JPIANs. Thank you very much.